Welcome back to the Mom and Kid Show. My name is Araceli. I am the mom.
I'm Daniel. I'm the kid.
And I'm Damien, the other kid.
And today we have a great episode.
We have a great, awesome episode.
About?
And we are...
Wait, first, about what? So we can get that. Because we do it in segments, don't we? So yeah, this is the intro segment. So what is the topic?
So today we're going to be talking about Andrew Carnegie.
Ooh.
And the number one strategy he used for success.
Yeah, so y'all should stay to the end to watch the whole video.
Yes, but where are we at today?
We
As you
are
may have noticed, our background is a green screen.
Yeah.
We are at Fort
Pikes
A today.
Peak in... No?
Fort
not?
A.
Oh, I thought we were on the mountain. My bad.
No.
Port Aransas,
Texas.
close to 30 minutes away from Corpus Christi in Texas. The weather is, we got here at 6:45.
It was really cold.
Hoping to see the sunrise, but
As you
Covered
can
by
see, it's
clouds.
very sunny today.
we didn't.
And it was really cold in the morning too.
It was chilly. But this is not weird for Texas weather, so
Not at all.
it's all good.
On to my facts, I think.
We are going to, yes, we forgot the other paper,
The other what?
the other roll, but go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Hello, flight. So my facts. There's two actually
What facts?
about the
Oh,
place.
yeah, I forgot. Sorry, I was thinking about the other. Okay, go ahead.
No, yeah. The facts about this place. So, Port A has an 18-mile long beach coast thing where you can see the ocean. 18 miles long.
18 miles.
And then
18 miles.
Okay. And a bit about its history is it was named Port A in 1910, December 23rd. It was officially named that, but people started using it a lot more. Like, it was renamed from Tarpon, something like that. It's Tarpon. I think you could put like a little thing on the top, right? Yeah. But then they started actually using Port A in 1911. This November 25th. That's when they actually started incorporating it.
So 11 months later. Nice.
Yes.
I remember that. I was there.
Were you?
Yeah.
It is a really nice beach if you have the chance to come to Texas and come visit it. This is the only area that I think that you can have cars in. The other ones you have to have like your car a little bit separate.
And there's also fishing here. Oh, and it's also
There's
the fishing capital of Texas.
Nice. And as you can see in the back, there's that pier that people walk and fish down there. So
Yes.
let's get started with our wisdom.
Or wisdom. Oh, okay. I got it. Okay, I remember now. All right.
We
so
have to do your...
Oh yeah, we do have to do our transition. Thank you for reminding me. So it's is this way?
Yeah.
All right. The sun came out.
Yes, it is.
Perfect.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
That's what you always do.
Okay. So today's real talk with Daniel is about planning. Today is a day that I'm going to talk about planning and the importance of it. So now what I'm going to do is talk about the importance of planning. So,
Did you plan that?
I did not plan that. That's why you should plan that. Ooh. All right, so planning. There's a lot of different forms of planning. We have like reminders. We have Google Calendar. We have like just planners, like the actual paper planners. And then we have what I do is just like a notebook. So what is supposed to be working for me is I'll get my notebook. I'll write down the things that I want to do tomorrow. And then the next day, I'll just cross them off as I go. That's not the most like beautiful, effective, awesome way, but it's just something that works for me. I could put a little more time, and I probably should put more time into my planning. Probably get me further. Um, but yeah, it's just like planning. You can start off by just planning the next day, or by planning your week, or what my mom does. My mom plans like years ahead.
Don't.
Yeah, you do. You're like, we're going to this place next year.
I know. She's already thinking of like 2028 of
I know.
trips.
No, I am not.
You're not.
No.
All right. Well,
Ask me what you guys are gonna eat later. I don't know.
yeah, that's fair. That's fair. So, it's a good habit to have to plan. There's a quote from a movie, King Richard.
But I don't think he said it. I think there was someone else. Someone else said it.
Yeah, it's a very famous quote. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So if you don't plan, you're gonna fail. And that's very like spot on. I mean, it's just you don't have a direction. Was it in Alice in Wonderland where she asks the cat and she's like, "Where is this?" And the cat's like, something about not knowing your direction. I forgot how it goes.
Okay.
But it's like, well, I mean, if you don't know which direction you're going in, just go in any. If you don't know what you're looking for, just go in any direction. So I think that's pretty cool. Like, if you don't plan for anything, you're just wandering around. I mean, you're not much better than the seagulls flying here. They have a goal to eat, and you're just sitting at home.
I have something to
nothing.
add to that.
What would you like to add to that?
And if you're at home, do not say, "Oh, I have a plan. It's just in my mind." Write it down.
Yes, baby, write
I
this
think
down.
planning is like the budgeting
Yes.
for money. Planning for the day is like budgeting for money. So
You save
you don't-
time. And you don't overwork or underwork.
I like that. Yep. And we have to. I'll be honest. I have to get better at it because sometimes I'll just make the list, but I don't assign a time, and I take more time on one thing and don't do the other thing. So,
For me,
but it is getting started.
For me, the thing that works best is like a daily calendar. And if I don't do it in one day, then I'll just add it to the next.
Do we have a episode on setting goals?
Smart goals, I think.
I think we have one for smart goals and
We might have to
planning
redo
your
it sometimes.
future, but we'll have to create one.
We
Yeah.
have to do new episodes every now and then, like of the
Yeah.
same sometimes.
Thank you, Daniel, for
That was a good topic.
those wise
Words.
talks. I don't
Oh, what are
know.
we drinking, guys?
Oh, I have the cucumber lime Gatorade. And then
I have a blue Gatorade.
the glacier
And I
freeze.
have the brisk iced tea. I wanted half and half, but this will do.
And then down here under this little compartment, I don't know if you can see it, but we have donut holes and kolaches.
Yes.
And then something seems a little different. This table.
Oh, right.
We got a cool table,
Like a
guys.
Table.
So you will be seeing more of us traveling in different places.
With this table.
Yes.
All right. Well,
Okay.
let's move into our.
You want to tell them about our activities?
All right. And every episode, I believe it's every episode, right? Every episode has an activity, and if you want to do that activity, if you want to do that activity, you can go to faithmoneyfamilies.com. I believe it'll be right here.
Yeah,
as
right
always.
here. As always, up here.
And the link should be in the description. I'm not sure, but it should be. So you can go there for free resources and for the activities.
Freemium. They're freemium resources.
Premium. At
Yes.
faithmoneyfamilies.com.
So yeah.
Okay. So let's get started. Andrew Carnegie, his life and the strategies that he used, what we can learn from him and what we can apply to our businesses, to money, to all of that good stuff. So his full name was Andrew Carnegie. He was born on November 25, 1835.
On Christmas.
Golly.
He is from,
November.
and I'm gonna
Oh,
butcher
never.
this, Dunfermline, Scotland. Dunfermline. Some Dunfermline.
Okay, he's from Scotland.
He was born into a poor
Scottish.
so I got pictures today that I'll be sharing. This is Andrew Carnegie.
Oh, he's very human-like.
And he was born into a poor weaving family, and this is a picture of like what the weaving. I think it was called. His father was a hand loom, so he did like the weaving.
I saw that.
His family immigrated to Pennsylvania to the United States in 1848, seeking an opportunity. So Damien, or who is the math genius, how old was Carnegie? If he was born 1835, he moved 1848.
1835.
I did not think
13.
about these papers in the wind.
He was 13.
1845.
1848, he moved, and he was born 1835.
Okay, yeah, 13.
He was how old?
13.
13.
You sure he wasn't, like, 6,
very
7?
poor in Pennsylvania. His dad made, in that time, they made $4 to $6 per week. And the family, usually a working class family, often needed $6 to $8 per week to survive, to live modestly. So todo lo que ganaba era todo lo que se gastaba.
Wow. You see my Spanish? That's a Spanish wow.
So they were a paycheck to paycheck family.
They were paycheck to paycheck. So
Yes.
we have to get better at introducing Spanglish.
Oh, oui,
Para
oui.
nuestra audiencia que habla español, vamos a hacer el intento,
Vamos a tratar a aprender español.
ya, para poder llegar a ustedes también.
Yes. That's a Spanish yes.
So empezó a trabajar a los 12 años.
12?
He worked as a bobbin boy in a cotton factory. And that was a young child laborer in the 20th century textile mills, responsible for replacing full bobbins of cotton thread on spinning machines with empty ones. And this is a picture of what it looked
Hold on,
like.
wait, the wind's kind of bending it.
Wow.
He worked 12-hour shifts. He was 12 years old and he worked 12-hour shifts.
Oh my goodness.
And he made about $1.20 a la semana. $1.20. There was no public welfare in that time, no
did he-
unemployment insurance, no
did he-
child labor protection, and no worker safety laws.
Did he work like every day of the week?
I don't know how many hours, but I mean, he worked a lot. Después he became a telegraph messenger, que es una persona que opera las telegraph machines to send, receive, and translate coded messages, typically using Morse code, the electrical wires, right? After that, he taught himself the telegraph operation. Desde muy temprano, Andrew Carnegie mostró que era ambicioso, que aprendía rápido y que observaba a los hombres poderosos y a sistemas de negocios. So he observed powerful men and business systems. Who did we talk about that also observed, was very good at observing?
Sam Watson?
Sam Walton.
Oh. Wasn't Warren Buffett really good too at looking at companies?
Yes, the systems.
They're
So are
both
you guys
really-
seeing a pattern between all of these
Rich people?
powerful people? He had a strong desire to escape poverty. His early money lessons he understood the pain of poverty. He learned that skill increases income. He saw that access to information creates opportunity. and realized wages limit wealth, ownership multiplies wealth. What does that mean?
Wait, what
So
are
like
wages?
you're working for someone.
Wages is what you get paid like for Monday through Friday,
So
a check. So he said he realized that wages limit wealth and
So-
ownership multiplies wealth.
Who else did we see that had a problem with ownership?
what's his name? Rockefeller?
Sam Walton.
Oh.
Sam Walton. But we also talked about this in the last episodes, the streams of income, about how
It's more that way.
of how como having the one type of income limits you and all of that good stuff. So vayan y chequenlo. It was so he had an early exposure to systems. He worked for the Pennsylvania Railroad. He learned logistics, scheduling, and infrastructure. Logistics means planning how things move from one place to another in the smartest way possible. This is how products travel.
So working smarter, not harder, basically.
Yes, pero logistics es de cómo llega una cosa a otro lugar.
So
Por
like that
ejemplo,
bird.
who delivers them?
Oh.
When do they arrive? How much does it cost to
So,
deliver
like,
them?
Airplane versus a truck.
So I have an
Airplane's
example.
faster, but it's more expensive. Like that.
Yes. But I have an example. If you order a backpack online, una mochila, logistics is everything, todo lo que pasa between clicking buy and receiving the backpack. So that would be the warehouse, the truck, the route, the delivery person, the timing. That's all logistics.
So for like some car brands, logistics would also be building the car would also be considered logistics.
Would be building the timing of it. Yes. So as somebody buys it, orders it, how long does it take them to get it, and everything that's in between.
Hmm.
So
Mm.
scheduling, you guys know scheduling. Infrastructure means basic systems and structures that help a county or city work. Es la foundation, la fundación del que todo depende de, like that everything depends on. Roads, bridges, railroads, airports, power lines, water systems, internet cables. This is infrastructure. It's connecting and it's facilitating and it's helping. So él empezó a estudiar logistics, scheduling, y todo lo cómo se conectaba everything. An example of infrastructure would be if truck needs to deliver food to stores, they need
Cash.
roads.
Oh.
They need fuel también. They need fuel on the route para que sea mejor, right? He observed how large systems generate large profits. So the bigger the system, the lower the cost per item. So the less they spend on making one
So
thing.
by system you mean to deliver stuff.
Systems, processes, business. A big business, Coca-Cola, is going to have like a a process que es rápido para que ellos puedan sacar la mercancía.
Like they do it really
So
quick
they
because
do spend a lot.
like they do two
Pero-
at the same time also. Like create the cans and also create the drink.
Yes. So are we clear?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So Carnegie realized this, so that it was better to own part of a big system than just work inside it. He didn't want to be a worker employee. He knew that he needed to get on the outside of it, owning it. So his first big step is he became a personal assistant to Thomas A. Scott, a railroad executive. And that's a big lesson, I think, for young people and for adults too, to surround yourself with people that you can learn from. All right, proximity is key. Proximity means like I know bankers, I know people that I'm really close to that can help me if I need money or if I
Like
need
kind of
whatever.
make your friends smart people.
Yes. He was in his early 20s. The way he learned was self-education. He didn't go to college. not that I read. He was relentless. He had a relentless work ethic. So he worked a lot. He had strategic relationships. So él sabía con quién juntarse. And he observed observation and pattern recognition. So the same as the other ones we've seen, observing and noticing the pattern que está sucediendo. This right here, you guys are noticing a pattern de las personas. Maybe you don't directly know Warren Buffett. You don't directly know like,
Yeah, I do.
you know, all these people, Sam Walton, pero you can learn from what they did. That's why we're doing this podcast, this episode. He began investing in railroad related businesses, and that's when he started moving from a worker to an investor.
So that's kind of like, isn't that kind of what what's his name?
Rockefeller was in the railroad department, things.
What was his full name?
John D. Rockefeller.
Oh, yeah.
His first major lesson or mistake is that he took a lot of money and he made risky investments in the railroads, oil, bridge, and iron. That's a hard word. I'm
No,
sorry.
it's
Yes,
not.
it is. I can't say it.
Got something in my
Iron.
Anyways,
iron.
they're on.
Okay.
So the reason que él escogió estas industrias fue because these were connected to expansion. America was building railroads, cities, factories, and bridges. So he knew que invirtiendo en eso, he was going to get more money back, right? He was going to get capital gains. Pero in 1873, there was a it was called the Panic of 1873. Y Estados Unidos enters the financial crisis and banks fail. Railroad companies collapse. Todo se viene abajo. Businesses went bankrupt. No tenían dinero. Investments lost value. And many wealthy people were ruined. They lost a lot. Y él aprendió de esa etapa, de esa panic, that there's cycles. That it goes up, the economy goes up and it goes down. It goes up and it goes down. And when some industries collapse, others grow.
That's why he's supposed to have invested in all of them.
In different ones.
Like we said.
But
in our
it's
last
also
episode.
very good to notice because COVID, what happened with COVID? After COVID, everything online went boom. And it was everything parecía que se había acabado and everything was like down. And then the online industry took off. So these are patterns, and to know that when things are down, es para poner atención y para empezar a ver qué es lo que you guys can do to get into like what's going to be the next big hit. So in that moment, lo que aprendió fue de que some unfavorable situations can become very good. So many investors at that time focused only on railroads, porque es lo que se estaba, what was popular. Carnegie began shifting his focus to steel and iron production. Did I say it right? Iron production. Which created the materials the railroads needed. So he went one step further. They said, okay, I'm not going to invest only on the railroads. Let me invest in lo que ellos necesitan. All right? So instead of just being involved in distribution, he wanted control over manufacturing. So he was thinking one step ahead. When the economy recovered, steel demand exploded. Carnegie had positioned himself in the expanding industry. So, por ejemplo, right now, we have AI and artificial intelligence. I mean, same thing. Artificial intelligence. Y mucha gente está like, oh, we're going to be left without jobs. But you see all these platforms being built, all this like tutors that are needed. Like, if you can think not just what's happening right now and can think outside, you can position yourself to be what people need. Okay. Electric vehicles and batteries. You know, it's something that's growing. Van a necesitar, well, let's say whenever they started it, what did they need? They started charging. They needed charging places, right? All of that. So again, think outside of what might be needed for an industry that you guys are interested in.
But what is electricity created by? Fossil fuels.
Yes. So, okay. Right now, the industries that are expanding is AI, renewable energy, cybersecurity, robotics, digital education, space technology. So if you guys can
Go to space.
think of something else that's needed. Education, he didn't have a formal college degree, self-educated. Cornell James Anderson allowed working boys to borrow books. So he read. He read and read and read. And that's why I pour into you guys to read, read, read. It's incredible. I was at fault for this before. I used to not read. But it's incredible how we have access to books that the most powerful people have written, and their successful tips, their tips for success. It's in a book, and we don't, because it's offered everywhere. We don't really value it. So go grab yourself a book, a good book, and read it. So he used economics, and if we remember from the past sessions, economics is the study of how people, business, and government make choices about limited resources like money. So it's the study of all of that. He used it to help build his businesses in a vertical integration. So vertical integration, it means he was controlling every step of the production. He owned the mines, he owned the rail transport, he owned the steel mills. He controlled supply chain.
What is a stone mill?
Steel mill.
What is it?
It's like the factory where they make the steel.
So steel.
Steel.
Not steel.
Steel. I said steel.
You said
steel.
still.
Okay.
Steel mill.
Little.
Battle.
Yeah, I mean, my Spanish speakers out there. You guys get tongue twisted
Why are you
What's
speaking
that?
English to them?
because they speak both languages. Pero es que mira, like I don't know. El español tienes que soltar la lengua. Y en inglés, like tienes que hacer.
In English, you don't really have to move the tongue.
I don't know, but I can't.
Pero en
Anyway.
español necesitas mover la lengua.
Moms go like this.
Oh my goodness.
Just like a big blooper sound.
Oh, that's funny.
All right.
Okay. So what is Andrew Carnegie known for? He built the Carnegie Steel. Said it right. Steel Company. 1970s, there was expansion, and he focused on steel production. Railroads needed iron bridges. Bridges required iron.
Iron.
Oh my goodness. I have so much fun with this.
Okay.
Iron. That has been a word de que nunca he podido decir bien.
We're gonna have
So
so many pieces. It's gonna sound like a truck.
it was
backing up.
expensive. It was expensive and inefficient. Okay, no servía para nada. So he built one of the largest companies in the world that built steel. And he made it through a process called Bessemer, I don't know. process. Put it right here. Sure.
It's right in front of David's face.
Which made steel faster and cheaper to produce. It was stronger, better for railroads, better for bridges, and better for buildings. So, Carnegie saw
So that was actually during the Industrial Revolution, so they could build taller buildings. So
Carnegie saw that they were going to need a lot of the steel, and so he began building steel mills in Pittsburgh. He chose Pittsburgh because it was close to coal, to iron. They should have put IERN, not IRON. Close to rivers and close to railroads. So it was a very strategic place. He owned the mines, ore mines, the coal mines, the rail transportation, just like Catan.
Mine carts.
So if you own the mine, you control raw material cost. If you
like
own the
Rockefeller.
railroad, you control shipping costs. And if you own the mill, you control production cost. So he could control all of these things.
So it could just make everything go really expensive.
So yes, pero para él, because
make
for
it so
him,
it's
he
cheap
would
for
be
him.
able to make it cheaper for him. So Andrew Carnegie's number one strategy was to, let me make sure that I get it correct. Because was to control the stage of the system that determines cost. Does that make sense?
Control the stage.
Yeah, so he just wanted to like leverage him.
He wanted
Control
to
the
control the stage of the system that
What do you mean by
determines
stage?
Like
stage,
phase.
Level?
like where they play a part on, like where.
Oh, that
So
kind of
like the
stage.
stage of the railroads would be, or the production, the delivery would be the railroads.
So like
That's where they
stage-
take place.
Stage is like production, shipping.
Like manufacturing, the stage of manufacturing is factories, because that's where they take part in the production, like making it. The stage of
Is it just the production place?
the stage of selling would be where?
A market?
The stores, the market. That's
So
where
it's
it takes
where it
place.
happens?
It's where it takes place.
Oh.
So he said he knew that if he could control it, and that the control whatever, like if he was making, let's say we're talking about ice cream. If you're gonna sell ice cream, if you can control where the ice cream is made, how the ice cream is delivered, all these stages, you are going to make more money, and you're going to
No,
be able
you're
to.
just gonna spend less money.
You're going to spend less money, but because you're going to spend less money, you're going to
profit more.
be able to sell it at a cheaper price, which you're going to in turn make more money.
Or you could just sell it. I feel like it would be smart to sell it in between the regular price that it was and cheap. So that way you make a little bit of profit, but it's still cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit more profit, but it's still cheaper.
And he hired smart managers. He hired the people that he needed to work
So
for
like,
him.
do you think he had to try out like through a couple of people? Like,
Probably.
that must-
He probably did. What made it different was that he used newest technology, very aggressive cost control. We saw that in Warren Buffett as well, controlling the costs. Massive scale, so he produced a lot he was able to sell. And he
Kind of-
reinvested into efficiency. So the money that he got, he reinvested it.
kind
over and
of
over.
like for the like he was able to make more money because he had systems, like that's what we talked about earlier, right?
Yeah.
And I know why why reinvesting it is better than just keeping the money, because it's like a multiplier. Like if you have $1 and you sell something for $2, it's only a 2 times multiplier. You reinvest those $2, then you get $4.
So you're able to make things work faster, like be made faster.
Yeah.
So he invested in new technology, better machinery, larger factories,
You sound like a DJ. Machinery.
efficiency improvements. Questions up until now of how he's created his business. No?
Around
So
how?
I'm a good teacher. I made it clear.
No, I have a
Very
question.
clear.
Or it's just very simple.
I have
So
a
very what?
question.
Or it's just very simple.
I have a
But
question.
you're a good teacher.
I have a question. So about like, in what time frame was this? Like
So,
all of
He
like
was in his what?
He was in, what did I say? He was 65. Well, he was 65. So it was before 65. So
when he was like already owning the.
1870. This takes place, the steel expansion was in the 1870s.
Okay, what?
So he's like 50.
When was the like he owned everything? Was that the steel expansion thing?
That was, he created the steel company, one of the biggest steel companies, or the biggest steel company that there was.
I know.
But he owned a bunch of the stuff like mines, railroad.
Yeah, but like
Is his
he already
family still
owned
around?
it. He already owned it in 1870.
I think he owned several things. I don't know if that's when he started focusing on the steel production.
I
But
think maybe in like 1900 he started owning everything.
because remember that in 1870 was when the panic happened.
Oh,
It went down,
maybe
and he
like-
already owned stuff.
Maybe 1885 around there he started owning everything.
I don't know. I'd have to
He
look
started
at my notes.
controlling like all the prices around there. Maybe 1880 around there, I think.
Probably. Okay, so here's the vertical. So you guys can look at it while I continue on. So in
when
1901, Carnegie sells to J.P. Morgan. He sells the
Where is
company.
this at?
Huh?
Where is this at?
Oh no, I'm continuing the.
Oh, okay.
That's just the like how he bought like the companies, how it was set up as a vertical, like the top part,
Oh, okay,
all the
okay.
things that he owned, the mines, the railroads, the production. Now on the activity, in faithmoneyfamilies.com, for this episode, you will have a business, and that business will give the kids options as far as like what it's asking them questions so that they can set up a map like this, a vertical integration and a horizontal, and it helps them think that if it's a bakery, it's not just a bakery. They can buy who sells them the dough. They can also like the deliverer, like they can start seeing it as a system, not just a one company thing. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so he sells it in 1901 at age 65 to J.P. Morgan. The sale created U.S. Steel, which we're going to have to cover J.P. Morgan later on, but it was the first billion-dollar corporation in American history. So he became one of the richest men in the world at that time. His estimated fortune over 300 million at that time. Right now, obviously, we know it's more, right? But at that time, it was 300 million. So he learned, and the strategy that he played, and when we talk about income streams that we were talking about last time, él creó, he built a business, he scaled it, la hizo grandísima para que pudiera sostener varios businesses abajo, and then he sells it. So he started with nothing. He builds it up to a huge billion-dollar company, sells it.
Why'd he sell it?
He just, I'll talk about that in a minute. But I think that's one of the reasons why he sold it, or maybe not. I don't know, but I guess he wanted to exit it out. He saw that it was the opportunity to get out of it. So, he focused on long-term vision, control production, and reduce cost relentlessly. let me see. So at first, his beliefs were competition strengthens markets. So the more competition you have, the better you get at creating what you have to do so that you can make more money, right? So it just kind of like pushes you. And efficiency wins. Later on, his beliefs were wealth should serve society. So he wrote the Gospel of Wealth, which is an 1889 essay, and he argued that the wealthy have moral responsibility to give money to the poor, like they should give money. And I have a question on that at the end. So, yeah, he married Lewis Whitfield, and he had one daughter who he taught education, responsibility, and stewardship as values.
Oh, what did he homeschool his daughter?
I don't know. That's a good question. I did not look at it up. Well, education, like for him, education was important that they learn themselves, like the libraries and reading and all that stuff. Okay, in in 1892, there was a Homestead strike, and he still owned the steel company, and so the steel workers protested wage cuts. The company was like, it wasn't a very good time for the economy, so they cut wages. The employees thought that he was just keeping a lot more profit, and so they started getting mad. They went on strike. Now Carnegie wasn't here; he was somewhere else. But his partner Henry Clay Frick handled negotiations, and so Frick hired security guards. He hired other people to work. He really didn't resolve the issue with these workers. So they got mad. They started shooting. They had gunfights between the workers and the guards. People were killed. It was a huge mess. The National Guard was called in because it was out of control.
Who's the National Guard?
The National Guard is the
the guard
it's
of
like
guards?
the special
Force guard.
special
Like the best guard there is, basically.
well, it's yes. If you understand, do you understand what a guard is like? But it's like who keeps peace, right? It's
Like
the
a-
team that keeps peace,
Like a guard, the chief of guards.
like police. But the police only serve a area. The National Guard serves the federal, like the United States.
Yeah, so like
So they had to be called in.
So they're mega polices.
They're mega police. Like if they're called in, it's because it's a big deal. Okay. So Carnegie, who later became famous for giving away his fortune, was criticized for allowing harsh labor practices in his company. They never forgave him for that one incident, and it damaged Carnegie's reputation. So they always saw him as a hypocrite. They always saw him as, you're giving away all this money, but you weren't able to like help all these people at that time. The lesson he learned was that scale creates power. Leadership decision affects lives. And when a business grows very large, its decisions affect thousands of families. Small policy changes impact entire communities, and leaders hold enormous influence. So keep that in mind, because I think it's not spoken a lot about. If you're wanting to build a mega business, if you're wanting to run a like a senator, something in the political fields, whatever, you have a lot of responsibility, and there's a lot of people that are under you. So make wise choices, thinking that if God gives you more, it's so that you have that, because He wants you to take care of His people too.
And you also have to think about like your workers, I guess. How it's gonna impact them.
Yeah. All right, we're almost done. He donated over 90% of his fortune.
Wait, 90% of 300 million?
I don't know if it was out of 300, but 90% of his fortune.
Oh,
He funded over 2,500 public libraries. He founded Carnegie Mellon University.
Mellon University.
he has a university?
Yes. He supported education, science, and peace efforts. He went from an industrialist to a philanthropist. My question for you is, why do you think people we have researched end up as philanthropists? If you have seen the pattern across the ones that we've studied, why do you think at the end of their, like, towards the end of their lives, they become
People who
these
just
people
wanna help.
who want to help? Like,
Because
why?
they just think that, like, they had the feeling they enjoyed life. And
Because they
now
weren't helped.
they,
Yes.
and I guess they just want to help other people. So, and they already enjoyed life, had a business, made money. So, yeah.
I think that one of the reasons is that they realize that money isn't everything, and that's why they want to end up giving money away. I knew I had a verse in here. The Bible verse that I did want to bring into this episode is because whenever we were talking about how he had a lot of responsibility as a leader, Luke 12:48 says, Daniel, what
It
is it?
says, Luke 12:48, for everyone whom much is given, from him much will be required.
Yes. So it is like, if you're a leader, you have more responsibility.
So, like, with great power comes great responsibility.
Yes. So if you are leading, if you are in a position that, instructs people, that guides people, take it seriously, because God's going to ask you, did you steward that well? Okay. So why do you think people, we already talked about that. So the strategy he is known for, vertical integration, controlling everything, controlling the stage of the system that determines the cost. Why do you think so? Andrew Carnegie found that, like, he studied, he observed, and he got into the steel production, and he was able to create this massive company. Do you think it was because he was lucky? No? Why do you think?
Because he thought outside of the box.
Yeah.
Or he thought outside of the rails.
And a lot of people will say, like, the rails. A lot of people will say, if you hit the jackpot, if you, like, notice something and you put your finger on it and you're like, I'm gonna go after this because this is gonna make money, at the end they're probably gonna say, oh, it's because you got lucky.
Everyone says that.
And I don't think he was lucky either. I think he put in the effort. He learned.
If anything, he was unlucky. He was broke, born into rags,
Yep.
and he turned it into riches.
From rags to riches.
Yep.
Isn't there like a
Riches.
game like that? There's like a game. I don't know.
So, his key quotes: "The man who dies rich dies disgraced." Again, saying that he should give money. The wealthy should give money to the poor. So let me see. So we already talked about a little bit about his money habits. He reinvested profits. He avoided emotional spending. He
As we
focused.
talked about in our credit cards episode.
Yes.
Never.
Over there.
He focused on ownership, and he eventually gave wealth away strategically.
Like,
So he gave it. Go ahead.
that was like every one of the rich people we've talked about.
Yep. He gave it away to libraries, universities, but he wasn't just like giving them money. He was like, okay, I'm gonna put this, but you guys are gonna have to meet me this, like, halfway,
Like-
by not with money, but with other, like,
Like, do this to upgrade the library.
yes, like he
promise.
wanted partnerships.
A promise.
Like,
They
if
wanted them
I-
to promise.
If I give you money, you promise me that you'll do what I tell you to do with it.
All right, a couple of questions. Why was he a hero or too aggressive? Because remember, he controlled a lot of the pricing. He was able. So was he a hero? Or was he an aggressive?
Well, he was a hero because he didn't take advantage of everything being cheap. He lowered his prices too.
For everybody. So, but then on the other business end, he was an aggressive competitor.
I think he was both. Because he was an aggressive competitor, but at the end he gave away all
It
of
all depends on where you're standing, right? If you're the customer,
He's a hero.
Yeah.
Or if you're the person, like, the person who goes to the library that he donated to.
okay. So here comes a big question. Thinking back to like he wrote that the Gospel of Wealth. Should wealthy people be required to give back? No.
They shouldn't be required, but they should,
Yeah.
out of heart.
I don't know. I think that
I mean, I don't think they should be required, but they're not required, but they're at a point where they just have to do it, kind of.
they want to, but they make choices with their money that the poor people are not willing to make.
I think it's
So
up
they
to
will
them.
not go out there. Sorry, Damon, but they will not go out there to emotionally spend on something, but they give it back to the poor people. The poor people will go out and spend on that thing. So they make choices. They invest when the poor people don't invest. So I think it's really difficult to be on the point of like, yeah, they should give it back because they did their part to make the money. Like,
I think it's up to them because, like, I agree with what he did. He donated it not to charities but to libraries.
yeah, I think like doing something like that. Okay, these are the interesting facts, and then we're gonna wrap it up with our
Isn't it the
Yep.
funny segment?
but these are interesting facts.
Oh,
He paid to avoid war. He paid someone $850 to serve in his place during the Civil War. So because he had money, he just got somebody to go. He married until he was 51 years old. When he sold his steel company, he became twice as rich as Bill Gates. He died in August 11, 1919 of bronchial pneumonia.
let me see. Bronchial, yeah.
They have to check my vocabulary.
I'm just making sure that it's not
And
like
the strike-
iron.
The strike caused people to look at him as a hypocrite when he was giving money away. So, moral of that story is those decisions can really haunt you afterwards. Like, maybe he wasn't even, they just lo acusaron because he wasn't there and he let his partner handle it. So, decisions will have consequences and the consequences will be yours. Right? So, do you guys have questions for Andrew Carnegie?
Didn't he found Carnegie Hall or whatever?
I think so.
Or no, he sponsored it.
I did not read that part. I probably left it out.
How old was he when he died?
I know, I should have. He was, I don't know, he died
Or
in
what?
1919. So 18,
Yeah, I remember.
80
I
years?
went to his funeral.
1835 to 1919.
Around 80 years.
Yeah.
I went to his funeral. It was really sad.
78. Around 78.
Yeah. What was the coolest thing that you guys learned from Andrew Carnegie?
He paid someone to do his war. He paid a stunt double. That was
Yeah.
pretty cool, but I think that he thought outside the box and he was like, if I'm in the railroad business and the railroad business needs iron and steel,
Fierro. I'm just going to say fierro.
well, let me think outside the box and just be in that industry too. I think that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's like he could. I think the coolest part for me, kind of what he said, but like just owning all the industries. That's pretty cool.
And so that's the activity, faithmoneyfamilies.com.
I'm not putting it up there. That's too much editing. It's just go back and look at it because it's never going to be up
It's
there
here.
again. Ah,
Yeah,
fine.
Faithmoneyfamilies.com. the activity is set up so that the children, that the kids start thinking in systems and start seeing how one company can become either vertically or horizontally and what that means. And so you start thinking like Andrew Carnegie.
Yeah, like there's systems for everything.
Yeah.
Like the
So
ocean, it has a system. It moves forward and back.
rhythm.
With the moon.
Rhythm. Everything is a rhythm. Very good observation, Damien. So what is the reason why we should laugh?
Today, the reason why you should laugh. It's not really a reason, but this is something that happens when you laugh. So it's a really good thing. I never knew this. It kind of goes with what I said yesterday. 10 to 15 minutes, like one intense laughter, or was it 100? Yeah, it was 100 intense laughters. Can be like 10 to 15 minutes on a bike. But laughing a singular time will burn 40 calories.
I'll be laughing all day
40
long.
calories?
Yeah.
I don't know how much I believe that.
You can look it
Well,
up.
we're gonna have to try it.
Ah!
I go first with my challenge. And it was a challenge because we so if you've been, I don't know if you've been followed, like if we've mentioned it, but we moved into our my family's home, and we can't make a lot of noise sometimes, and so we were celebrating that ChatGPT had found us, or put
Like-
us up there as number one option for something that we were asking it. So had to put 7 streams cash flow. So we were celebrating, and we couldn't make a lot of noise. So we decided to celebrate with no air in our lungs.
Let's do it.
And so we're gonna do it right now. We're going to yell the loudest we can with no air in our lungs. This is how we do it. 1, 2, 3. Inhale.
Very celebratory.
Yeah. Try it. Inhale and exhale everything that you have, and then when you think you have no more, then that's whenever you scream.
Like
Or do you
sometimes
laugh?
doing this kind of helps you get more air
Yeah.
out, but you just have to like actually get all the air out.
That's gonna be funny watching. Okay, who goes next?
I'll go next. My shower thought. Oh, is this supposed to be funny?
No, it could be whatever you want.
We should
My shower thought. I didn't
Thought.
shout. Yes. My thought for thoughtness today. And it has to
And
do
I
with
can't
where
say
we're.
iron.
What? It's nothing to do with anything. But then again, there's everything in the world. What was I gonna say? Oh, it has to do with where we're at here in the desert. Do crabs think that fish can fly?
Do crabs think that fish can fly?
Yeah.
Why? Because of the seagulls?
Crabs
No.
live in the water.
Huh?
the
Oh, because
underwater
they go
crabs.
under the sand.
Under the
What?
water.
I'm lost.
Crabs live in water.
I know.
So they see the fish, but they can't swim.
Oh, that is so true.
That is cool. That is weird.
That is very true. I'll have to ask one.
Do fish think and crabs think that seagulls
Wait,
can fly?
how come the fish are just walking around in SpongeBob?
I don't know.
SpongeBob is a cartoon. It's not realistic.
Really?
All right, go, Damien.
Okay, I have 2 jokes. I need a backup.
Don't guess them, Mom.
Okay.
What did the triangle say to the circle?
The triangle say to the snake,
Circle.
to the circle.
Shapity,
know-
shapity,
I
shape.
know what.
And do you like know it?
Yeah, but I can't guess it.
Wait, tell me.
No, well, that's the same thing.
Just go.
You're pointless.
I was gonna say you have no point.
Oh.
Go.
Okay, I have a backup. That one apparently wasn't funny.
Because my mom.
What did the regular water say to the boiling water?
Can I
Water.
say something?
Water.
You can, yeah?
You're hot.
No.
Is that it?
No. R.I.P. You will be missed.
Oh my. It's actually good.
Okay. I don't know if that was
All
good.
right. Comment below. Tell us what you thought of this episode. What is the one thing that you took from it? How
No,
are
we
you
weren't
going
supposed to just take one thing. What are
How-
the things that you learned? The main thing.
the
The
main
green
things? What are you going to apply? And how are you going to laugh? We just had hurt first. Okay. Good.
All right. Well, from Port Aransas. From Port Aransas, Texas State, United States of America. This has been the Mom and Kid Show. And we will see you at the table.
Are you going to apply?